Right, I'm going to show you how to use the inventory system and make lots of different items. So, first of all, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to download the latest version of this project in GitHub, as there may be different changes, and then you will need to create your item. So, head over to this item classes here, which will be under Epsilon, basic inventory, basic weapon inventory, item classes. Then you're going to need to find out what sort of item it is. So, if it's an item that hasn't been created before, so it's not ammo, it's not a weapon, and it's not a consumable, then you're going to need to create a child from here. If it is a weapon you're creating, you're going to want to create a child from here. If it's ammo, you're going to want to create a child from here. So, to start off, we'll create a weapon, as that's one of the most things you know. So, if you right-click the master weapon here and create child, and then you give it a name. So, ballistic shotgun. Wait, I already have one of those. Let me just delete the ballistic shotgun here. This reference with. So yeah, so create that there. Ballistic shotgun. Shotguns. There we are. So now we have the shotgun. Here you're going to then want to open it up. And you're going to want to select the mesh the weapon is, which is this ballistic shotgun here for now. And then you're going to want to put in the socket name it attaches to. So what you're going to want to do there is type in weapon socket. That'll attach it to the weapon socket. Ignore the relative transform. Then you want to do the amount of damage the weapon itself will do, which will then be additional to the actual projectile. So, for example, 10. Then you want to do the fire socket, which for now is fire socket. Then you want to type what type of weapon it is, ballistic. Then how much ammo, how much maximum ammo it can have in a clip, so maybe 15. How much it fires, make sure this isn't 0, otherwise it doesn't work. So for the shotgun, fires 2 at a time. And then here is where you select the projectile you're going to spawn. So, to do that, you're going to want to head over to third-person BP, blueprints, where we have the master projectile here. What you want to do here is right-click, create child of blueprint class, shotgun projectile. Is where we have then this, and it has a few variables here, and then you can basically in here will be where you set your code that you want the projectile to do. So all projectile code will go in here. I've not really touched any of this at the moment. It just spawns a ball. So just so we know that it's different, if we go to the static mesh and we'll fire a giant cube instead. So then we'll select that here. We see we've got shotgun, so select shotgun. Then you want to go into item info, and this is the information it will show in the actual inventory. So if you give it a name, shotgun, not shotgun. Then you want to give it a description. It's a gun. And then you want to give it an icon. So currently we don't have any icons, so just pick a random texture from the bunch of stuff we have here. I'll get to making a bunch of icons in a later point. Then we'll want to see if it can be used. The weapon can be used, and then you want to set the use text. So the weapon, you want to equip a weapon, so you type in equip here. You don't want your weapon stacked, so make sure that's unticked. You want to make sure the category is weapons. Then here is where you sort out the ammo it will use in the inventory. So if we go to make some ammo now, if you're making ammo, you want to right-click master ammo, create child, and then give it a name, ballistic shotgun ammo, which is then where you have this. This is where you will want to also set the projectile to spawn and also set damage. This isn't currently taken into account, so this here can be ignored for now if you want to. But it may be used later on. Currently it's all dealt through the weapon, and this is just for the inventory. So then you want to give it the name, shotgun ammo. It's ammo. And then give it another texture, one that's quite easy to see. And then generally you won't be using ammo from the inventory, so you can untick that. You want your ammo to be stacked, and you want it to be category ammo, and you don't want your ammo to have ammo. So we can ignore that there. Then save that, and then once you go back to your shotgun here, and then you want to click add an array element, and then you want to find the ballistic shotgun ammo. So then you have your ammo here like this. That gives you everything here, and you can set amount to let's just double check what we need to set the amount to, if we need to set it at all. Yeah, set the amount to 1. Compile and save. So now, if we go to our little testing here, we'll delete that, and we'll delete that. And then here, we will, in the pickup item here, so if you want to be able to pick up items, you drag the pickup item actor into there, and then you can either you can drag it into there, you can select it from here, or alternatively you just select what it is. So ballistic shotgun, like that. Then you can duplicate it. Make sure this is set to amount of 1. We want to give you 1 weapon. And then here we want to go to ballistic shotgun ammo, and then set that to that, and then give how much ammo pickup it wants to be. So 30. I've also just remembered ballistic shotgun here. Make sure you do set the fire rate, otherwise you won't be firing any projectiles. And then that should be all you need to do for a weapon. So at the moment, just a test thing here. If we walk up to this, and then when we double click it, we equip the shotgun. Can't shoot because there's no ammo. You pick up the ammo for it. It's 30 shotgun rounds. And then when you reload, it takes off the 15 it needs to shoot. And then we can shoot, and it fires two bullets because we set the fire rate to 2. And then we can press R again. It reloads the amount that we've used. And there we are. You have a working weapon for now. Obviously, we can't shoot up at the moment, but that's all you need to do. As for other sorts of weapons you want to create, for example, you just want to create a health potion. At the moment there isn't a master item for it, but I'll make one in a minute. But you can just, or if it's just a random item, so it's just like map. You would just create that, and then any code you wanted it to do, you can look at health potion as a reference here. You see we have an event on use. So if you right click and then type in event on, and then you want to click event on used, and then anything then, whenever the item is double clicked, it will do this. So for example, with the health potion, when it is double clicked, it will execute this bit of code here. So I'll just show you with the health potion, which is these guys here. When I pick one of these up, you can see it there. I've got it here, and then you can see the health here. If you double click it, yeah, health comes back up, and it takes 1. Also, as another secondary note, at the moment when you drop things from your inventory, so for example, we want to drop the shotgun, it will just delete it at the moment. It doesn't drop it. It is a simple and delete. So it just deletes them, it won't drop it to the floor. And that's what that does. So if you're dropping items and it deletes it, that's what's meant to happen at the moment. So that should be all you need to know about creating things. And yeah. Good luck creating items. Try not to break anything.